Academic burnout. The marathon you did not sign up for. The art of procrastinating whilst trying not to cry. The race against time and your sanity. I won't lie, I'm so over this. The light behind my eyes is long gone. I don't even care anymore. I study actuarial science at the University of Cape Town, and honestly, I had zero idea what this degree entailed way back when I was still happy and so full of life. A common misconception is that you're automatically an actuary as soon as you graduate. I hate to break it to you, but after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus years of study, you're not. Once you graduate, you still have a series of exams through a professional actuarial board or institution of your choosing. Our supreme overlord is called ASA, the Actuarial Society of South Africa. Now, sparing you the gory details, I'm currently studying for my first board exam. And in between keeping up with my regular uni work and studying for this exam, I am slowly descending into madness. Just look at me. The light behind my eyes has long faded. It is 7 a.m. I'm on campus. And just so you understand exactly what that means, I woke up at 5:45 because my sister had early morning tennis, so we dropped her off for school, and then we went to campus together. So, it's gonna be a long day. Thank goodness I'm not tutoring today because I think I don't have the capacity to do anything other than survive. But yeah, my plan for the day, study. If I'm not studying, it's gotten to the point where it feels illegal to not be studying now. I literally take study breaks to eat and sleep. That's how bad it's become. But we move, I guess. I'm actually convinced that being a well-rounded student is a scam. If you're a former or current uni student, then I'm sure you've heard of the famous university triangle. Social life, enough sleep, and good grades. The uni triangle only allows you to pick 2 of the 3 points. Now the problem with AXI or uni in general is you can pick 1, good grades, and still somehow spectacularly fail at it. The board exams have a recommendation on the hours that it would take to study a particular course. At this point, I had just over a month until the exam, so I was thinking, okay, 250 hours. So if I study 8 hours a day every single day for 31 days, I can make it. We start with 24 hours. Let's minus those 8 hours for focused studying now. 2 hours for breaks, 1.5 hours for all my meals, half an hour to get ready in the morning and another to wind down in the evening, 3 hours for my classes because I still need to graduate, 1 hour to get to uni and back. Oh yeah, I also need to go to the gym. Okay, 2 hours including commuting. Yo, I'm running out of time to sleep. Okay, 7 hours to sleep. But I also tutor high school students and coach tennis at 2 primary schools, and that's usually 2 to 3 hours. And I haven't even given myself enough time to chill, waste time, do my homework and assignments. I even forgot the fact that I have tests for these courses that I probably need to study for. Yeah, unless I never sleep again, I'm starting to think this is not going to work. I am so dead inside. I'm so over it, man. It's so pretty here though. I never walk around and enjoy campus. Looks nice. Overworking yourself has such a confusing interpretation right now. Everyone knows that it's not good, but at the same time, it's also glorified. It's no secret that hustle culture and toxic productivity glorify stress. And finding a balance between actually having a life outside of your studies or your work and securing the bag can sometimes be near impossible. When it comes to having friends in highly academic careers or courses, it can quickly become the academic oppression Olympics. I don't even bother saying that I'm tired or burnt out or stressed sometimes because the conversations usually go like this. Listen, I had 4 hours of sleep last night just trying to get that assignment in. I am extremely exhausted and my eyes are hurting. It hurts to look at light. Then the other person will be like, same. Last week, I had 3 tests to study for, so I pulled an all-nighter every single day for 3 days and only drank coffee for 2 days straight. My blood was 90% caffeine that week. It literally becomes a contest on who is more academically oppressed. And it's not like we do this on purpose. We're just so linked by our shared collective suffering that we forget that this is not normal. Today, one of my tutors asked if we'd been able to carve out some time to ourselves each day. We all laughed because what a joke. Time to ourselves? In this day and age? In this academic season? In this economy? And I responded, yeah, but at the expense of something else. In order to make time for ourselves, we have to deliberately be choosing not to do the stuff that needs to be done. And it's not like I'm not smart enough or passionate enough or wanted enough. Sometimes too much is simply too much. Everywhere you look, there's some 21-year-old entrepreneur who's making 6 figures, driving fancy cars, has time for friends and family and hobbies, all in 24 hours. And yes, beware of social media. Whether it be through dropshipping or AI content creating or the newest trend, user-generated content, someone who didn't go to university at all is making more money than most will ever see. And here I am fighting for my life for a singular course. Everyone is going to experience burning themselves out in some sort of way. That's just unfortunately a part of life. It's the type of thing that slowly creeps in and you only start to notice when your insides have already deteriorated by 60% and your insanity levels are at an all-time high. I think the pandemic messed up my view on work. Because home and work were intertwined for so long, I started viewing my home as a place to work, rather than considering the fact that I should also view it as a place to rest, primarily as a place to rest. Going to class sometimes feels like a distraction from my work. I can't wait to go home and work. Weekend, uninterrupted work time. I was and still am struggling with the mindset of if I'm not working, I'm being lazy.
So my shears are falling from there and there. But from this side, it's only here. Wild.
So, I just finished my test. Actually, no, let me stand in the light. Let me not act like I'm a black. Just finished my test. And now I've got my board exam in about 4 days. 5 days, 4 plus minus 4, 5 days. And I am going to go home after studying for the past 2 days. I literally only dedicated 2 days to the subject because of my board exam. 2 days straight just doing it. And then now I'm going to go home, rest for like 20 minutes and then continue studying until kingdom come, I guess, because yeah. But also I've had like a lot of assignments due this week as well, but somehow I've managed to get everything done, so I'm very happy with myself. But I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go home, eat, and then study, because that seems to be all I do nowadays. Okay guys, I need to come clean. I know I said that I was going to study after that test, but to be honest, I didn't do anything when I got home. After eating dinner and watching the newest episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, I sat at my desk with my laptop open with the intention of working until it was time for bed. Mind you, I got home around 7 p.m, so from about 7 p.m. until midnight, I did zero work. In fact, I don't even remember putting my books away, brushing my teeth, or even turning off the lights and getting into bed. I just remember waking up and, man, I felt so ashamed. I was angry at my brain for its inability to keep working with 4 hours of sleep. I was angry at my body for requiring sleep to function, and I was angry that somewhere someone else was managing to do all of my tasks and more, with less. And at this stage of studying, I actually can't afford to be doing that. But at the same time, I also can't afford to be working myself to the bone. Anyway, I'm grateful for my lesson because it forced me to wake up early. Today, I'm tutoring a grade 10 in maths, and he finally got his first A, so it's a really good day for the both of us. It's Sunday. I've just finished tutoring. The bags under my eyes have applied for citizenship. They're here to stay. It's a beautiful day. Don't let my outfit fool you. It was just freezing when I left the house, and you know how Cape Town is. It'll be very cold in the morning, and then as the day progresses, it just becomes really hot. It's a beautiful summer's day today. I don't like the beach, but I kind of want to be at the beach. But no, I'm about to go home and study. And I'm so happy about that. It gives me the utmost joy to be going home to study on this wonderful day. Yeah. My board exam is exactly a week today. I don't know why I keep coming to class, especially because I'm not listening. I don't know what he said yesterday, and I'm hoping that I can actually pay attention today. But yeah, you know when you come with the sole intention of paying attention, and then what do? Exactly the opposite. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just didn't hear Jack. And I was there physically. And all my notes on the slides are like, oh, you're gonna have to watch the video because you weren't paying attention. Just pay attention. Anyway, yeah, the time is ticking. I'm a bit nervous. I feel like I could have done more because I'm looking at the time that I have left and I'm getting a little bit stressed. But it'll be fine. I have a whole 6 days. Well, technically 7, but I'm writing in the morning. But I have a whole 6 days to pull it together. So I guess wish me luck. It is 7:15. I just got to campus and I'm about to start doing some work, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I am so chronically fatigued. I can feel it in my bones. I'm just over it. I feel like I want to cry, but I don't have the energy to. And don't get me wrong, I tried to the other day. And I think about 4 tears in total came out before my body was like, back to work, what are you doing wasting time? And I sat there like, what do you mean back to work? What do you mean the feeling's gone? Bring it back. I'm still sad. I still want to be sad. Bring it back. But yeah, it was like, you don't have time for that. So I guess I gotta work. I guess I have to work. I'm so glad I'm dead inside though. It's making things a lot easier just to keep doing things. Just run on autopilot. Anyway, let's get to work. This exam's not gonna pass itself. So yeah. Before I do though, I'm gonna watch a vlog. I just saw Barbara uploaded a new vlog, so I'm gonna watch that. Oh, I'll link her below, by the way. She's a med school student at ECT. So I'm gonna watch that, then I'm gonna start my work, and then try not to cry, or try to cry, because clearly I can't do that. I am on my way to my first board exam.
Take exit 8 onto M16 towards Berkeley Road, then turn right onto Berkeley Road.
When we arrived, we were shown to our assigned seating where we were each given a laptop and an answer booklet, a mouse pad, and a mouse. One thing I did appreciate is how massive the desks were. And after a brief intro, we were asked to write our exam number on all 50-something pages of the answer booklet, which took forever because each exam permit number was around about 21 characters. And finally, after a few technical difficulties, we were off. One thing I don't do once they say pens down is talk about the contents of the exam, my feeling towards the exam, anything. It's done, it's over until the marks come out. In fact, I'm usually the first person to escape the venue because I will not risk hearing any conversation from any other writers. It's pens down, headphones on, run. If you see me hanging around after an exam, I promise you it's not me. But what I will say is the actual exam process was not as daunting as I thought it would be. And if you guys are interested on knowing more about the board exams and how they work, please do leave a comment below and I'll definitely put that on my list of videos to get to. Anyway, after the exam, I was convinced to go to Cork Bay for waffles, which I actually really enjoyed because I was going home. Actually, I was going to class and then going home to do my assignment that was due the following day. So I really did appreciate the distraction. I did not sleep a wink last night. Why, do you ask? Because I was plagued by a nightmare the whole night. What was the nightmare about, you ask? It was about me missing my board exam. I wrote that thing last week, so I'm not... And the thing is, it was so vivid that when I woke up, I had an elevated heart rate and I didn't know whether I actually missed my exam or not. I sat there and I checked the date quite a few times before I was like, okay, no, you wrote your exam, it's done, it's in the past. See what school does to you guys? Nightmares about writing an exam, missing an exam I already wrote. Madness. Madness.